All right, guys, we're gonna make soft and fluffy flour tortillas. Now, I took this recipe from the internet, but I'm tweaking the baking powder part. I'm gonna use just 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder. The hot water you add, it calls for 1 cup, but when it comes to dough, you usually have to add a little bit more water depending how you want your dough. So I went ahead and I mixed all the dry ingredients first, and then I added the oil and I blended that with my new toy, this KitchenAid that I acquired. Solid state, blah blah blah, classic KitchenAid blender. So I mixed the oil first. I mixed the dry ingredients first. Then I mixed the oil. And then I put in the water. And I got this beautiful dough. The recipe calls for letting the dough rest for about 15 or 20 minutes. So we're going to be back in a minute. I've got my comal or griddle warming up. And it's nice and hot right now. So we're ready to go to the next step once the dough sets for a bit. Well, we've got our surface floured. I'm using just the store brand flour, whatever it is, essential. But I always remember my mother always had Clabber Girl baking powder in her cupboard. For whatever reason, they always use Clabber Girl. My grandmother, my mother, and I recall that from my childhood, and so I am forever going to use Clabber Girl myself. All right, well, we're going to take out the dough. It's a beautiful looking dough, actually. And what I'm going to do, is I'm going to work it a little bit. I'm going to try and break it down into, I believe, 10 even dough balls. And I can't record and do that at the same time, so I'll be right back with you. I am trying to get them to a certain size. I'm still working on these sizes, so we'll have to bear with me and do the best we can. All right, we actually got 10 what we call tostales. Tostales are the dough balls for each individual tortilla. My mother always made her tostales. And you see that littler one? All of us kids fought over who got the small tortilla. We used to love our mom for giving it to whoever, us, to me. Okay, to me. All right. So we get a tostal. This is actually my second one. And we're going to roll it. What we're trying to do is get, a somewhat round shape. By the way, I'm loving the feel of this dough. I think we're going to get some gorditas. And I already have one on the griddle. Hopefully, here in a second, we'll throw the second one and see how this one is coming along. You see that? It's toasting nicely. It's actually, wow, this is very nice. So it's looking good. I'm going to flip it. You see all those little pock marks? That's what we want. That's a toasted, griddled tortilla. That's exactly what I want. You see that baby bubbling up? That's what I want. This is a beautiful tortilla coming up. Look at that. They taste very good. I just tried one. Here in a second, we'll make a quesadilla. The small tortilla with butter. This to me says my mother loves me. My mother passed away when I was 11 years old. And this is one of her best memories. This is the quesadilla that I was telling you about. Oh my God, look at that. That is just melted cheese. I found this cheese that said with espresso on it. It's delicious. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this recipe. God bless you.